Hey, welcome back. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. And John, what are you doing tonight?
That's very direct. Tonight? Honestly, nothing. Probably just stare at my ceiling and question my life choices.
Same. But also, I need to tell you something. Something happened last night.
Okay, you sound weird. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Let me start from the beginning.
All right. I'm listening.
So last night, around 11:30, I couldn't sleep. You know how sometimes your brain just won't shut up?
Oh yeah, every night.
Right. So I got up to get some water, and I looked out my window. My apartment faces the street, you know?
Yeah.
There was this guy standing on the sidewalk, right under the streetlight.
Okay. Maybe he was waiting for someone?
That's what I thought. But he wasn't looking at his phone. He wasn't looking at any building. He was just standing there, staring straight ahead.
That's a little creepy.
I watched him for like 5 minutes. He didn't move. Not once.
Did you call the police?
No. I thought maybe I was overreacting, so I went back to bed. But I couldn't sleep, so I looked again.
Was he still there?
No. He was gone. But there was something on the ground, a small white envelope.
A letter? On the sidewalk?
Yeah, and this morning, it was still there, so I went down to get it.
What was inside?
A note, handwritten. It said, "Tonight, same place. Come alone."
You're messing with me.
I'm not. I swear. I have the note in my bag.
Let me see it. Wow, that's actually kind of scary. The handwriting is really neat, like an old person.
That's what I thought. Or someone trying to look calm.
So, what are you doing tonight?
That's the question, isn't it? I don't know. Part of me wants to go. Part of me wants to pretend I never saw it.
You can't just ignore that. What if it's important?
What if it's a trap?
Okay, fair point. But look, you're not going alone.
The note said, "Come alone."
Notes don't get to make the rules. I'll be nearby, across the street. You won't even know I'm there.
You'd do that?
Of course. What else am I doing tonight? Staring at my ceiling?
Okay, fine. But if something happens to you, I'm not explaining it to your mom.
Deal. So, what's the plan? You just stand there at 11 p.m.?
I guess? I don't know. I've never done this before.
Done what? Received a mysterious note from a stranger?
Yeah, there's no handbook for this.
Okay, let's think. You should tell someone else, just in case.
I'm telling you.
Someone who's not hiding across the street, like a neighbor, or text your sister.
My sister will freak out. She'll call the police and then the whole street will be full of cops.
And that's bad because...
Because if it's nothing, I look crazy. If it's something, I scare the person away before I even know who they are.
You're way too curious for your own good.
I know. It's a problem.
Okay. New rule. You keep your phone in your hand. You don't get close to anyone. And if I see anything weird, I'm coming over. I don't care what the note says.
Fine, but stay far enough so they don't see you.
I'll wear all black, like a spy.
You don't own anything black.
I'll borrow my roommate's jacket.
Your roommate is 6'5". You'll look like a kid wearing his dad's clothes.
Then I'll look like a very suspicious kid. Even better.
You're ridiculous.
But you love it.
I tolerate it. There's a difference.
So what are you doing until tonight? It's only 2 p.m.
I have no idea. I can't focus on anything. I tried to read. I tried to watch a show. My brain is just spinning.
Yeah, That happens when you're about to meet a potential ghost or criminal.
You think it's a ghost?
I think it's a person. Ghosts don't use envelopes. Too much effort.
True.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why didn't you just throw the note away?
I don't know. Honestly, I've been feeling really bored lately. Like every day is the same. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat.
Yeah, I get that.
And then this note shows up, and suddenly I feel alive, you know? Like something is actually happening.
Even if it's dangerous?
Even if it's dangerous. That's kind of sad, isn't it?
No, I think it's human. We all want to feel like we're in a story.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, tonight, you're in a story, and I'm your sidekick.
Every good story needs a sidekick.
I prefer co-lead.
You can be co-lead if you bring snacks. Now I'm really ready for tonight.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. And if you listened to our last episode, you know we had a plan.
Yeah, a strange plan. A note that said, tonight, same place, come alone.
Well, that was yesterday. And last night, we actually went.
We went together. Well, sort of together. I was hiding across the street.
And a lot happened. Things we didn't expect.
So today, we're back in the studio. The next morning, same chairs, same coffee.
But we're not the same. Something changed last night.
So let's tell you what happened. From the beginning of last night.
Okay, so at 11 p.m., I walked to the streetlight.
So, we made it.
Yeah, we made it.
I'm still processing everything. I didn't sleep much.
Me neither. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that streetlight and her face.
Tell people what happened?
Yeah, that's why we're here, right? We said we'd record a normal episode today, but last night was not normal.
Not even close.
So let's just start from the beginning of last night. Not the beginning. We already told everyone about the note and the plan.
Right. So last night at 11 p.m., we went.
We went together. Well, not exactly together. John was hiding across the street.
Behind a car. Like a terrible spy.
You were a great spy. You just forgot to wear black.
I borrowed my roommate's jacket, remember? It was huge on me.
You looked like a kid wearing his dad's clothes.
I looked very suspicious. That was the goal.
Okay. So let me tell everyone what happened from my side first. Then you can tell yours.
Deal.
So I walked to the streetlight at exactly 11 p.m. The street was empty. No cars, no people. Just the light and my shadow.
I was watching from behind a blue car. I could see her, but she couldn't see me.
I stood there for about 5 minutes. Nothing happened. I started thinking, maybe it was all a joke. Maybe I should just go home.
I was thinking the same thing. I almost texted her.
But then I heard footsteps. Slow, soft, like someone was trying not to be heard.
I heard them too, from the end of the street.
A figure appeared from the shadows, but it wasn't a man.
I saw that too. Gray hair, walking slowly.
It was an old woman. She walked straight to the streetlight, stopped right in front of me, and said my name.
I almost ran over when I heard her say Sarah, but Sarah gave me a hand signal, wait.
I asked her, "How do you know my name?" And she said, "I live in your building, apartment 1B, for 40 years.
I didn't know anyone lived in 1B. That door is always closed.
Exactly. Mrs. Gable. Nobody ever sees her, But last night, she came out. For me.
Why you?
That's what I asked. She didn't answer right away. First, she handed me an envelope. An old one. Yellowed.
What was inside?
A black and white photo. A young woman, maybe 20 years old. Beautiful smile. Dark hair.
Who was she?
Her sister, Elena.
Was?
Elena disappeared 50 years ago. On that exact street. On that exact night. She was walking home from work, and she never arrived.
Oh no.
No body, no witness, nothing. The police stopped looking. The neighbors forgot, even family. Eventually moved on.
Except Mrs. Gable.
Except Mrs. Gable. Every year on the same night, she comes out at 11 p.m. and stands under that streetlight, waiting.
For 50 years?
50 years. Rain or shine. She never misses a single year.
I was hiding behind that car, listening to this, and I felt my heart break.
I asked her, "Why do you still wait? After all this time?"
What did she say?
She said, "Because if I don't wait, who will? Someone has to be here, just in case she comes back. Just in case she needs someone to see her."
I'm not crying. You're crying.
We're both crying. It's fine.
So the man you saw the night before, that was her?
Yes. From a distance, with a hoodie on, I thought it was a man. But it was Mrs. Gable. She was checking the spot, making sure it was safe.
And the note?
She left it because she wanted someone to come. She said, "I saw your light turn on. I saw your face in the window. You looked curious, not scared. That's why I chose you."
So she wasn't threatening you. She was inviting you.
Exactly. A very strange, old-fashioned invitation.
What did you say to her?
I asked her, "What do you need from me?"
What did she say?
She said, "Just remember her name. Say it out loud sometimes. That's all. That's everything."
Elena.
Elena. I said it with her, right there under the light. We said it together 3 times.
And then?
And then I walked her home. To apartment 1B.
I followed from across the street, like a very suspicious bodyguard.
You were very suspicious, but also helpful. I knew you were there.
Did you go inside?
Just to the doorway. She didn't invite me in, and I didn't want to push, but I made her a promise.
What promise?
I said, "I will learn Elena's story. I will write it down somewhere, and if you'll let me, I'll come back tonight with tea, and you can tell me more."
What did she say to that?
She started crying. Not loud crying, just tears falling silently. And she said, "No one has said that to me in 30 years.
Man?
Yeah.
Okay, my turn to tell what I saw?
Go ahead.
So I was behind the car. I couldn't hear everything, but I saw her hand you the envelope. I saw you open it. I saw your face change.
What did my face look like?
Confused, then sad, then kind of peaceful.
That's exactly how I felt.
When you walked her home, I stayed back. But I saw her stop at her door. She turned around and looked at you. And she smiled. A real smile. I think that was the first time she'd smiled in a long time.
I hope so.
And then you walked back to your building. You looked up at my direction, well, the car's direction, and you gave me a thumbs up.
I knew you were there.
I gave you a thumbs up back. Even though you couldn't see me?
I felt it.
That's cheesy.
I know, but it's true.
So tonight, what are you doing tonight?
Tonight, I'm going to apartment 1B with tea and a notebook.
Can I come?
You want to come?
Yeah. I I don't know, Mrs. Gable. And I'm not good with sad stories. But I want to help.
You can carry the tea.
I can carry the tea. And I can listen.
That's all she wants. Someone to listen.
Then I'll listen.
Really?
Really? What else am I doing tonight? Staring at my ceiling?
Okay, fine. But if you cry, I'm not comforting you.